All right, so this is gonna be not really like a progression guide. It's kind of like my progression so far, and I'm gonna be recording it. I am their 2.5 mil combat power. Oh my god. Oh my god. Keep getting lucky, keep getting lucky, keep getting lucky. Let's get it. One more. One more. Yeah! Woo! Okay. 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 Done. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please don't boom. Please. Oh my god. I did it all in 10 bill. I need to farm 1%. 1%. Get it. Let's do this. Bang. 360. Woo. Oh, that was a little closer than I thought it was going to be. Oh, here it is. Let's go. Oh, is this my origin? This is my origin. Nice. I opened my first, I think, ever unique fam, and I got boss damage 35% on it, which I'm assuming is really good, so I'm keeping it. Yeah, I got my first one ever. Oh my god, and we got a freaking good line. Oh my god, we got it on the last cube. I got an arcane box. I got the arcane box. Woo! Alright, our first arcane item is acquired. This looks like a superior build in my eyes. Yeah! Woo! We hello dying, we hello dying. Oh, I got one, I got one! Woo! Give me my box there, give me my box. Yeah! Got a 17 star all four of these. Alright. Bang! Scary. I got large drop, which I'm actually so happy about. Die, just die! Thank you. Well, we did Hard Lotus. Dang, 92, that's good. Okay. Alright, well that's an achievement right there. We now got 4 set Golics complete. Here we go, this bite's gonna do it. We're gonna level. 270. Let's get it. I upgraded my Meso Drop gear to have max Meso Drop gear. I also put it on better equips. I did also finally get my weapon. I did do my first BM run on the same day as BM. I was like, you know what? I want to try to get 22s. So I had 21 CRAs and I was like, we're going to tap these. I did get a 22 hat and I got a 22 bottom. I did my first Lucid solo. And at the time I was doing trio wills instead of 6-mans just because I was stronger. And I actually won my Blink and a book drop. So the same day I got the will book, I did my second Lucid solo and I actually got a creamy belt. So I got my second and third pitch technically in the same day. I did also hit 275, which I was happy about that. I did get one of the middle tier ring boxes and I actually got a Roar 4. So I got my 4th pitched. I got a source and this was actually crazy. I got an arcane armor box, a daybreak, and a source. I got Janus 20. This is also what the rest of my Hexa looks like currently. Come on, go. Okay, back to this. Okay, to this. Oh my god, last one. Yes! Woo! We're gonna hit up this and see what our CP is. I just doubled my CP. Legit, doubled my CP. Oh my god. I soloed BM for the first time. I did end up getting my first Eternal, but I do end up getting real 3-line. It took me around like 45 glowing cubes. So I have the Will Book and I have the Source. I believe that puts me at 2 set, so that's really nice. I got a Jenny badge. It was actually probably around an hour until New Year's. So this was like a couple days after the Shining too. So now I just went from 1 set to 2 set with the Source, and now I'm 3 set with the Jenny badge. I do end up getting very lucky and I get a 35% boss. We also did get a Saren emblem. So now with Famzon, I am 224 mil CP pre-lib. We got the second one now. I have the Eternal Top now. We got our Liberation done. I did my final Black Mage run. So now we are cubing it. I did actually get exactly what I wanted, and I wanted an attack top line as the prime line too. So now we're doing a little CP check. Now I'm 288 with Famzon. We're getting our 3rd piece. So I'm actually going to get the bottoms now. So I'll have 3 Eternals. This is my first X Lotus clear. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything. First, we're going with the hat again. As I said, Kalos piece, bam, done. They do go 21 and then they hit 22. So we got 2 done. So we have 2 22 Eternals with no booms right now. Now we're trying to get the top done. That 20, it's stuck at 20 and then it booms, unfortunately. Oh, I got another attack, 3%, bruv. This one's feeling good. Feeling good about this one. Oh my god. All right, so that has been 1 year of progression. I hope you enjoyed. Now the question is, where am I currently at and what are my plans for the future? So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the video. I'm going to go over just where I currently am and also what my plans are for the future, the upcoming cube sale, the Star Forcing event, SSF, all that stuff. And then I'm going to briefly talk about like other characters just because it's a 1 year progression. I'm going to mostly cover my Nightwalker, but I'll cover some other stuff too. So we'll just go straight with CP first. So right now, CP wise, I'm 281, almost 282 without fams. With fams, I'm almost 335. I think I could be 335 if I like min max some stuff. But this is also with event buffs too, so just keep that in mind. I think without any event buffs, my raw character, I'm like 305 mil CP, somewhere around there. Next, I'm just gonna go over all my equips. I'll show my IAs too real quick if anyone wants to see that. But it's like the best in slot IAs. So I have 20% boss, 8% abnormal, 21 attack. 21 attack is better once you're 9500, but I'm close to it, so I just keep it. And then 20 meso, 8 normal, 15 item drop, a 20 drop for when I'm in boss loot rooms. Now I'll just go equips. So we have totems wise, I use the horse and the kettle, and then I have the Afterlands totem. I have the other two that I normally use also when those expire. So I have everything's going to be 22 except for my Eternal Top. That's still 17, but everything else here will be 22. So I'll just go over the pots. So we have a fake double prime. So this is 30% strength or 30% luck. We have a real 3-line, 22 slime. We have a 22 sup ring. That's 27%. Roar 4. I also have Cont 4. I have Totaling 4. I have Risk Taker 4. I have basically every 4. I just don't have 5s yet. Hopefully I get a 5 soon. That would be cool. Roar 5 would be fire. 22 sup pendant, 27%. 28 and 3 is the pot on that. I have a 22 source. I am also 4 set pitched right now currently without Blackheart. With Blackheart, I'm 5 set. Hopefully I can get a TC soon. We'll see. That would be ideal. I have an 84 and 6 flame, 30% fake double prime on this as well. Jenny weapons, 22. I have a tier 7 attack, a tier 5 damage, then 66 dex, and then it's 13, 30, 10. I'm going to go for 3-line on this during the cube sale. That's going to be one of my priorities for sure. I do really want real 3-line. And then the sup belt is 27%, 22. The Eternal Hat is 22 real 3-line. Very lucky with that. 125 and 6. Twilight Mark, 22 real 3-line, 48 and 6 before attack power. Sweetwater Monocle is 22 real 3-line, 58 just straight luck, no all stat. 17, like I said, this is not there yet, but hopefully on this SSF I will get it done. But it's 107 and 6. I literally just got this flame like 2 days ago because I got my top back pretty recently. But yeah, it's 107 and 6, 27%. Pants, 22, 95 luck, plus 4 attack power, plus 5 all stat, 27% as well. The shoes, 22, 121 and 6, 30%. Glove, double crit, triple prime, but not for luck, triple prime with strength. Double crit, obviously 91 and 5 at 4 attack power. Shoulder, 33%, 22. Earrings are 22 real 3-line, 12 and 3%. The emblem is real 3-line, Jenny badge, Monster Parker. The secondary is 12, 9, 30. I want to get this 3-line attack. It's just very expensive, so it might be something I do this cube sale, but I really do want to get it done this cube sale. So ideally, I do this and do all the main stuff, and then I can work on lead and champ stuff basically solely after, because I won't have much to do on my main anymore. Attack boss, 22 cape, 30%, 132 and 4. Man, if that all stat was higher, this flame would have been crazy. If it was like a 6% all stat, oh my god, it would have been so nice. Fairy Heart, 1296, 27%. So those are my equips. We could look at my sack too. Obviously arcane symbols are max, but sack I'm at 570. These are all level 10 with Carcion being level 6, so they're all pretty close to being maxed. I also do have like 800 for all of them, so I'm probably like 2 months out or something from getting these maxed, I would assume. I'm not putting any sack event stuff that we get from it, but Yeah, I'm probably like 2 months out, I would assume. And then I'll have these 4 max and I'll just have to worry about the Carcion, which will be really nice, actually. That's where we are in terms of our gear. It's basically 22 everything, 27% or higher everything. And then, so my plans, I'll just talk about my plans. I can show some other stuff too. So like Legion, I'm 9277, I'm kind of close. Artifacts, I'm level 50. Basically, I'm just working on this one, and then eventually, once I get to 60, which will take forever, I'll work on this. Hexa, I'll show my Hexa real quick too. So I am 24. I'm working on getting Silence to 30. I'm 29 Quint, 18 Bats, 20 Spears, 28 GDS, 19 Bite, 20 Rapid, 20 Janus. The main goal, honestly, I want to get Silence to 30 before M3, M4 come out. Then I want to save for like 1 to 2 weeks for M3, M4. But I really want to get the 30 Silence because that's a big damage increase for sure. And it's very expensive to get Silence leveled. It's like 200 frags per or something right now. Yeah, 210. So it's very expensive. But in terms of my goals we'll do cube sale goals first because that's coming up soon. Basically, all of the equips, I just want real 3 lines. So anything that's level 160, I want 33%. Anything that's 150 or lower, I want 30%. It's that simple. I'm just going to real 3-line everything. Some of the stuff I'll probably use bright cubes, like the source. I'll probably use bright cubes just for a chance to get double prime. See if I get lucky. Same thing with like the Eternals. I'll probably use bright cubes for those as well. The weapon, I'm going to go for 3-line attacks. Hopefully it's cheap. We'll see. There will also 100% be a video for the cube sale after it's done for my main. I'll also probably have a Legion champ one. If you want to know when any of those come out, feel free to sub. But yeah, we'll go 3-line on this. If I have a lot of extra money, I'll go for 3-line attack on this too. I just want to get this done with so I don't have to worry about it later. And for the next cube sale, I really want the next cube sale to be like mainly Legion champ focused and like not have almost anything to do on my main. So I kind of want to get it all done now. Yeah, basically, so WSE is going to be, I want to get everything to 3-line attack. The emblem's already done, but the weapon and the secondary. And then everything else, I just want real 3 lines. 30% if it's 150 or lower level. And then if it's 160 or higher, then 33%. Basically what I want. That's my goal for cube sale. I've done the math for it. It's like 90 bill for everything with the weapon, but not the secondary. But I think the secondary is like 50 bill extra or something. So it's like 140 bill for all of it. So we'll see if I do all of it. The only thing I won't do potentially is the secondary. Everything else is going to get done for sure. In terms of SSF, it's basically all I really have to do right now. This is what my inventory is looking like. I'm just keeping everything basically that I'm getting, like any DOMs I get, any slime rings I get, any KTs I get, any Estelas, anything reinforced. I just keep it all because like I don't know what the Star Force change is going to be, and I would rather have that slot filled up with an item than just be an empty slot just in case I need it. So I'm keeping everything, and basically the SSF is just going to be 22ing whatever. If I get any pitched by the time SSF comes, hopefully I do, then I'll just try to get it to 22. If I get any more Eternal spares, obviously I'm going to be trying to tap Eternals. So by the time SSF comes out, I will have 1 spare for Kalos and then 1 spare for Kaling. So I could get 2 extra tops. So I could have 3 tops total. Or I could have 2 tops total and then 1 shoulder. Ideally, I want to 22 this top in like 2 so that I can buy the shoulder and be able to tap the shoulder and just try to get that to 22. If it works out perfectly, I can at least try to tap the shoulder. If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to have to wait to tap the shoulder, and I'll use most of all my pieces on the top to get the top 22. I would really like to get the top 22 and then be able to tap the shoulder to 22 and then be done with 4 set. That would be really nice. It's asking for a lot, but I have gotten lucky in the past, so I'm just hoping that it happens again, honestly. That's where we're looking for SSF. It's just 22 pitched, and then Eternals just tap them and hope they go 22 as well. So in terms of bossing progression, right now the only things I don't clear are Extreme Saren and the normal Limbo. Obviously, like the harder versions, like I don't do hard culling, X Kalos or X culling. I have done BM, you can see the little notification thing, but I have done BM, and my main 2 goals are X Saren. I'm not really worried about X Saren right now at all, to be honest, but I want to do Limbo. I really want to do Limbo, and I've been practicing Limbo, and I can survive 30 minutes, but it's been a damage issue. Like we didn't kill the boss in 30 minutes, so I'm just kind of working on this and making sure at least I can survive, and just trying to get damage as much as possible. That's also why I'm trying to get 30 silence, because I want to have as much damage to be able to kill Limbo as possible. But this is my main priority when it comes to bossing, just being able to clear the Limbo weekly so I can start working on the other Eternals. These are very important. C Kalos, XBM, and then normal culling is like what I'm clearing at the moment. In terms of solo, the highest that I've actually soloed, I think, is just hard BM. I could obviously like with my CP, I can very easily solo like H Saren. E Kalos is very easy. E culling I would need some practice in, but I could definitely do E Kalos probably right now. N Kalos I could also do pretty easily. I tried N Kalos practice once and I got to like the end of 2-3. So a couple more practices and I'd be able to get that done too. The main reason I'm not doing any of this stuff right now is because I want the pieces, right? So I'm focusing on finishing Eternals. So I want to get the pieces done faster. So I'm doing the higher versions of the bosses. And then once I'm done with the Eternals from Kalos culling, then I'll probably go back and solo the stuff for the achievements so I can level up my artifact. But that's the main reason. Right now we're just focusing on trying to get pieces as fast as possible and then working towards Limbo so I can start working on these pieces too. And that's about like honestly everything for my main. There's not really too much to do right now, and it also just takes, go ahead fans on this all the time. It also just takes a while at this point. I think like this is maybe not necessarily, I would say this is end game because there's only 2 other bosses that I'm not clearing. So I would say this is end game, but you could call it late game, I guess, if you wanted to. But yeah, stuff just takes a while now. So we're kind of just waiting, getting as much damage as possible. I'm really just focusing on Legion champs whenever I have the opportunity to, and just like getting XP so I can level. I am 285, by the way. I didn't cover level. I'm 285. 80%, so or 79%, so I'm kind of close to leveling. And then the main goal really right now is to just max my Hexa and then real 3-line everything, and then 22 the rest of my Eternals, any pitch I get. That's about it for the main. I'm gonna go a little bit into Legion champs just because they're very important and they're another thing that I'm working on in terms of my account. I'll go over real quick what my CPs are for all my other like characters that I use, but mainly I'll just talk about the Legion champs. So this is my second strongest character. It's my DS. It also has a progression guide, which will have a cube sale video. So if you want, feel free, hit the sub button and you'll know when that's out. This is 85 mil or 86 mil with event buffs. So it's not too bad. It's like a Vihilla solo right now in terms of Legion champ. I want to get it to be able to be Black Mage solo. It's a little low level right now, but the main thing with this is to finish 22ing anything that's not 22. So if we go through all my stuff, I'm going to go through this stuff faster as well. 22, this is still 20, Dom 17, 21 Sup Pendant, 22, 21 CRAs, 22, 22, 21, 21. And all the arcanes are 22 as well. Sup earrings are 22. The main thing for this is to get these 3 items that aren't 22 to 22. I will hopefully have 1 spare that I'll be able to tap. Hopefully one of these just goes and then I won't have to worry about it. But yeah, it's mainly get these 3 items to 22 and then working on all the pots. So anything that's not already any 3-line, I'm going to get to 3-line. So anything that's like 20, even 24%, I don't count. I want it 27% or higher. Like the CRAs, for example, all my CRAs are 2-line. On this cube sale, I'm going to try to get them to all 3-line. The WSC I also need to work on a little bit. I'm not going to do too much with the WSE for this one because the weapon's temporary and the emblem is temporary. I'm going to be trading H Saren once this character is a little stronger so that I can get an emblem on it. But the main thing I will work on for WC is the secondary because this is like a permanent item. To attack 1 boss is what I want to go for this. So that'll obviously cost a little bit. The emblem, I think I might just like do 12-9 and then an IED line or something. So 2 attack 1 IED. And then this, I'll probably honestly just leave it the way it is just because I'm going to lib, which I can look at my lib as well. I'm not super close to it. I cleared the Lotus and I'm going to get the Crux this month, but it's Damien, so I'm not super close, but I probably won't work on the arcane weapon here. I do have some pitched on it too, so I have a Source and I have a Zerk, so I'm going to be tapping those on the SSF. But the main thing is finish 22ing everything and then getting it to any 3-line everything. I might settle 24%, but ideally 27% plus, and then fixing my WSE. And that'll hopefully, once I finish that stuff, it'll get me probably around like 150. It's probably anywhere from like 140 to 165 mil CP. And that'll definitely be a Black Mage solo at that point. So then I'll be 1 step closer to the actual, then I'll be 1 step closer to the Saren solo. Fams I also am going to work on now. As you saw at the beginning, I got 3 boss fams on my main very recently. I got the 3rd one. So I'm going to be putting all of my fams towards my DS now until the DS has 3 usables and large drop. 3 usable, it could be like a line of IED, a 3% attack, whatever. As long as there's 3 usable things and then a large drop, then I'll go to the next Legion champ and I'll just keep doing that. But that's about it, honestly, with this. 86 mil, it's leveled almost 267. In terms of sack, it's 110, it can be 130. Actually, we'll just do that now. We'll just get to 130. So I need 120 more sack to be 250. I think 250 is what you need for Saren, which basically means I'll get 100 for free. When I get the Odium symbol to level 5, which is very easy, I'll get 50 there. And then when I get the Shangri-La symbol to level 5, which is also very easy, I'll get another 50 there. So I just need to level this one up one more time, and then maybe the Carcion or the Cernium symbol 10, and then I'll be 250 off that, which is more than enough. That's about it for my DS. The Wind Archer is the other Legion champ. I'll just go over the other ones real quick. So I have 4 Legion champs that are locked in for sure. It's these first 4 characters. So my Nightwalker, my DS, my Wind Archer, my Bowmaster. The Shade and the Shadower were going to be Legion champs. Shadower, I just don't like weaving, and you lose so much damage if you don't weave. It's just very annoying to constantly weave, and you have to do it right or else you're still losing a lot of damage. But this is like 30 mil CP, so it's just an H Lotus farmer. The Shade is like 16 to 18 mil CP, somewhere around there. It's kind of just abandoned because I got it for free because we all got free Shades for Hyperburn when it got reworked. But I don't really like the class a ton, and then it got nerfed a ton on top of it, so I was like, I'll just abandon this. Eventually I'll make this an HLF farmer and make it like 30 mil CP or 35 mil or something. But for now, these are our 4 Legion champs. The other 3, so I have 3 options that I'm contemplating between. It's Xenon, Marksman, and then Thunderbreaker. Xenon plays kind of similarly. It's a similar type of class to Nightwalker in the sense that it's like a big burst, also good DPM type of class. So I think I would like it. The only thing I wouldn't like is that it doesn't have a dash. Charging the cannon thing isn't really, I don't think it'd be that big of a deal to me. Dying with it would suck. That's the only thing that deters me, is maybe the charging a little bit, only if I die. And then dashing, not having a like horizontal dash. The other one is Marksman, which I know Marksman is just going to be a very easy Legion champ. Like, its burst is very easy to do, very condensed burst. The only downside I think to that one is, one, it might not be as fun just because color wise I don't like it a ton, and then it's also like you're not doing a ton, but it'd be very easy and a very good Legion champ, so I might just do it anyways. And then Thunderbreaker just looks really nice to me, so I like the blue colors of all the skills look really nice. All the blue looks perfect, and then the movement looks phenomenal. Like, I was playing around with the movement and it looks just so much fun to do. I just don't know, it's kind of like similar to weaving when you're doing bossing, so I don't know if I'll like it for that sense. So I'm kind of deciding between those 3. And my next 2 hyperburns, 2 of those will be the hyperburns, so I'm gonna have to make those 2 hyperburns count basically, because they're my next 2 Legion champs. But these are the 4 that I have right now. The Bowmaster also has been like untouched. It's like 10 mil CP or something. But I'll just go over the Wind Archer real quick, because this is the 3rd one, so this is the other one that I have to get up a lot more than it is currently. It's only like 30 mil CP right now, I think. So it's pretty weak for my 3rd Legion champ, but hopefully I can get it stronger on these 2 upcoming events. If I go, yeah, so I'm 30, 55 with event buffs. And we have this is pretty bad. It's pretty bad, honestly. Like, there's a lot of stuff I need to work on for this, which you'll very much see. So like, this is 21, still a unique pot, 17 slime ring with a unique pot, 20 Golux with epic 6%. So like, all this could be worked on pots and stars. Cont 3 right now, 17 Dom, 1 line at legendary. That could be 2 line at least, or 3 line probably on cube sale. I'll do that. 17 Sup Pendant. I haven't tapped it yet. In terms of spares, I have 3 extra Doms, so hopefully that's a 21 Dom, and then at least an attempt at another 21 Dom for the Sup Pendant. That would be good. I'd be pretty happy with that. Figure out 2 21 Doms out of these 4. I'd be pretty happy with that. And then weapon, I'm 17. Obviously it's arcane. And then it's 35 10, just 2 line for now, just completely fine. 22 2 line, 17 Xenon pot, 17 unique pot, 17 1 line at legendary, 17 2 line, 17 2 line, and then it's still got Absos. So I've traded for this for a little while, but I don't have any arcanes yet. I've gotten the weapon twice, unfortunately, but I haven't gotten any armors yet. Hopefully I get some armors by the time the event comes. And then this is 20 epic 6%, 2 line attack, and then I always see this and it makes me laugh. It's double prime 3-line boss damage. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I'll probably just make another one, which I could honestly just make another one right now, and then pot the other one on the side until I get like something better than this. I don't even know what's, but I don't know if two-line attack and 1-line boss, I'm assuming, is better than this, but we'll see when I get it. So yeah, this will probably just stay for now, and I'll just cube on the side for it. But this basically needs to 22 a bunch of stuff, needs a bunch of pots legendary, and then it needs arcanes, and then obviously to 22 them. So it's got this one has a lot to do. I have some spares like the twilights. I have enough twilights that this will probably be a 22. I have enough slimes. This will probably be a 22 slime ring. I'll probably 22. I have a lot of KTs, so I can 22 this for sure. Hopefully that goes, and then I'll just use the KTs on the slime ring if it booms. I do have a decent amount of spares, so I might have 3 pendants or rings by the time the event happens, so that's good. Doing Golics every day is very important for this, obviously. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Obviously, it's a H-Lot solo right now. Once I get like 50 mil more CP, it'll be Vihilla, and that'll be at least good. Ideally, when Legion Champ comes out, I want, obviously my Nightwalker is an Ankalo solo right now. I want my DS to be a Black Mage solo, and then my Wind Archer to be a Vihilla solo. So I get those 3, and then eventually I get them up to Sarens. I'm pretty happy with that. That's like a good spot for me. But yeah, that's basically it for this one. And also all the characters, all the Legion champs have, or actually all 5 of these characters have Meso drop gear, but it's all just drop gear. So I have 9 lines of item drop 20%, so it's just 180%. Obviously my main has actual Meso drop gear, it's 200 and 100, but yeah, that's about it. I think that's literally everything. Also did want to make a fresh Legion champ progression with one of the new hyperburns and start it from like 0 and record basically everything that I do, so people who are like leveling fresh on their first ever hyperburn and also working on Legion champs can have something to look at as like a guide type of thing, but it's also like a progression, so you can just like watch it and see what I do, kind of emulate it if you are like, if you don't understand what you need to do or stuck. If you want me to do that with the new Legion champ, my DS Legion champ isn't really like going over everything. It's kind of just like showing the gains when I get them, which is usually mostly on events. So it's mainly just events, but I could show like actually what I'm doing with a new one because it'd be fresh at 0. So if you want to see that, comment that down below. So if you did enjoy the video, feel free to like. If you want to stay up to date for any of the future Nightwalker progression videos, any DS videos, or any Maplestory videos in general, make sure to hit the sub button. We'll see you all in the next video.